code so slick, circus they gobble. Encrypted hustle, no chains, no marbles. Faster than the rest, cost stays humble. Breaking through the game, watch others crumble. Nobody do it like this, circus in the mist. Faster, cheaper, sharper, crypto alchemist. Others stuck in the lane, flipping the twist. Garble circus, baby, we the future, don't miss. Others move slow, we quantum and speed. Blocks they can't touch, fulfilling the need. Chains bound tight, but we unshackled. While they debug, our code is tackled. What they can't do, we already done. That game outdated, we just begun. Algorithms flex, they can't compete. Circuits garble, but the vision concrete. Nobody do it like this, circus in the mist. Faster, cheaper, sharper, crypto alchemist. Others stuck in the lane, we flipping the twist. Garble circus, baby, we the future, don't miss.
AI changed everything in every aspect of our life, but it still hasn't changed trading a lot today. And we believe that most of the future trading will be done with AI or by AI entirely, right? So we're moving from the phase of you need to build strategies to you just express your ideas. This is going to be the future of trading as we see it. So how does it work, right? You start with a language. You express your thoughts about trading, your ideas about strategy, right? This is how you do it today. In the past, in order to build a software or a website, you needed to be a developer and to write code in order to build the software. Today, you just express your thoughts, right? And then you have an AI model that builds a software for you. It simplified the entire building process of whatever. And in trading on PriveX, this is going to look the same. Instead of building complex strategies and follow them manually, you will just express your thoughts, express your ideas, and an agent will be created for you. The agent will have a wallet, and the strategies will be executed fully autonomously by the agent. It's going to be 24/7 live, no FOMO, no revenge trading, no human mistakes, but an agent that strictly follows the strategy that you have designed for the agent.
Is this an idea, or did you guys actually launch it?
No, we actually launched it on a beta right now, and we already have around 500 agents executing trades, following strategies, and it's pretty amazing to see it. When you see agents trading from human words, following strategies, and also improving over time because they signal back successes and failures, so they improved very rapidly. When you see it, you understand very simply, this is how trading is going to look like in 6 months or 1 year from now, in the very near future.
What's up, guys, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 43 of COTI Confidential on this Thursday, December 18th, 2025. And I'm here with Soeren. What's up, man?
Yeah, not much, mate. It's winter, and the usual seasonal diseases are starting to creep into my life here, certainly. So how's things with you, mate?
Good. The kids are home from school. It's full-blown blizzard conditions here. So it's been an interesting morning, but I'm ready to get it on with PriveX. This is going to be awesome.
Excellent. I'm so happy that they decided to join us tonight, because we're going to dedicate most of the program tonight to talking PriveX and trading agents. You and I have been having fun with these all week. Mostly fun.
Or I gotta train myself because I've been told it's supposed to be PriveX. I see Moshe is popping in and out of the room, so I'll wait for him to come back to introduce him and say hello. But before we do that, let's get into last week's weekly update with Soeren the Viking.
Let's do that. So last week was a very, very tough week for price action. It was somewhere between choppy and dead, and it was quite tough to watch it. So on Thursday night, my time last week, I had a sort of an impromptu hour-long spaces with Eli, where we tried to make a little bit of sense of all of it. And so the thing we sort of agreed on is that the current market state is that there's no liquidity coming in. Retail is largely absent. Altcoins are getting slaughtered. Not just your token, the one that is your biggest bag, but altcoins broadly. Funny thing though is that there's lots of tailwinds. On a macro level, US government is increasingly bullish on crypto and blockchain. The market structure bill is set to be voted on in the near future. Trillions of new liquidity is being printed to grease the wheels ahead of midterm elections, as is tradition in American politics. And actually, most importantly of all, big institutional players are still just dipping their feet in Web3. They're launching initiatives, but they're all at the experimental stage where they play around and see what's working and what's not. Also, a tailwind is in our own ecosystem. Helium hard forks coming in January. The missing piece for many of the larger integrations is going to be sort of put in play. Also, PriveX is showing really strong performance, even though they're still only in the beta phase for trading agents and without the privacy switched on. In terms of headwind, probably the biggest headwind that Eli and I could see is the push from major crypto figures like Vitalik and Charles Hoskinson for CK in the privacy sphere. The way I see all of this is we'll be fine, but we're going to need a lot more patience. And that is as much a prediction of a predictions as you will ever get from my side. I don't predict prices. I don't predict where price is going to be in 6 months or 12 months from now, because I don't know. So I don't know the timing and I don't know the magnitude, but I think we'll be fine. From where I'm sat, COTI are doing all the right things, and eventually we will get the right results and the rewards of it as well. Privacy is not a zero-sum game. And I found one interesting quote from Sergey Gobunov at Axela, and he said, whilst most approaches to privacy in blockchain focus on cryptographic guarantees using CK and FHE, the reality is that they are practically impossible to succeed for most real-world use cases. And we actually had an interesting clip circulate today from Mark at Bangkok talking about 99.9% probability versus 100% probability when you compute on CK versus garbage circuits. So yeah, that was really what we came up with. And of course, with Christmas approaching fast, I would strongly recommend that everyone takes a bit of time off from crypto, especially when it's choppy like this. Markets will do their thing whether we are around or not. And I'm hearing from a lot of community members who are absolutely fatigued from months of down only. And I totally get that. Yeah. So take a break. Crypto is not that important. Your health is, your family is important, and touching a bit of grass or snow, as it is this time of year, is important. A little bit of ecosystem news. Shahaf, Joshua, and Moshe were all in Abu Dhabi during the week and were very visible during Abu Dhabi Finance Week. The interesting thing about Abu Dhabi is it's the only place in the world where you have not one sovereign wealth fund, but you have three. Yeah, there is so much money flowing around or slushing around in this place that they need three sovereign wealth funds to manage all aspects of it. So also, the UAE is broadly speaking far more advanced in adopting Web3 technology than just about anywhere else in the world. And of course, this is important because COTI has a significant focus on the Middle East and North Africa region. And I think it's 100% the right play. We had a new partnership last week at PriveX, which is basically private advertising in Web3. So with an addressable market of around 800 billion annually, digital advertising is a very attractive market and one that has long needed or hungered for some proper solutions to protect users against having data harvested by the big tech conglomerates. So Priva will be a very interesting first move into this vertical. A lot of people were talking about the size of Priva and they're new in the market. I get all that, but it's about being present in that vertical, having a use case to show that our technology works in every vertical, whether it's a big partnership or a small partnership, doesn't really matter. The upgrade on mainnet to prepare for the Helium hard fork that I mentioned earlier is now done. So I know we're all looking forward to this in January. I think it's on the 11th or 12th of January, if my information is correct. Last but not least, on a sadder note, we said farewell to Efrat, our long-standing CMO, who will leave at the end of December. Efrat's been around since the early days, and I've come to know her quite well since I became an ambassador for COTI. And COTI is, Efrat is synonymous with COTI, or maybe it's the other way around. She was such a big, an important influence in everything COTI did. So she'll be sorely missed, and of course, a huge thanks to Efrat for all the effort over so many years. It's a hard gig being that many years in crypto and blockchain. I don't know much about Efrat's shoe size, but I think it's fair to say that her shoes are going to be quite big to fill. So COTI has brought in Amateo as their new CMO, and I've seen him already be very, very visible on X and in some of the Telegram groups. And I think we'll all I know we will all get a chance to meet him real soon. Amateo has a real passion for community adoption and real world impact. So I think he's going to be a great fit for COTI. And that's it. And of course, you can go and mint all the latest headlines on the Crafter app to support the hardworking blog writer. So that's the update. And I can see we got Moshe in the room.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the stream, sir. You are still muted.
Yeah, hi guys. Happy to be here. Good to see you all.
How you doing, Moshe?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you? How about yourself?
We're doing amazingly well. We've been playing with trading agents all week and answering questions from the community. There's a fair amount of buzz around this, and everyone's trying to find out what's going on with all this and how to set it up, and it's good fun. It's good fun. Yeah. I was profitable until today. Then the fun stopped.
Which one is your agent? I'm watching closely the agent. I think it's Tracer's agent, Agent Pengu. Is it yours, Tracer?
That's Tracer's. Yeah.
So Pengu is I have a hybrid agent that I had trained long ago that I've been anxiously waiting to play with, but because it's got the social aspect, it's not live yet. So I went in and just quickly started playing with Agent Pengu, and then I have another one that's been not very good to me, but I was trying to push push the leverage, make it basically like an absolute degenerate and trader. And what it taught me is that it's true. The more risky you trade, the more losses you end up being able to take. So but what's been interesting about that is like, I only loaded it with 100. Okay. So like 100 USDC. So, it is what it is. Right. But it's been really, I think that agent has taught me more about the platform and how to prompt with PriveX than the other. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, but the other was performing pretty nice. Like it's profitable. It did like 5% of a return on your $100. It looks pretty solid. And
it's never been out of profit is what I really like about it, right? So even though it hasn't been crazy profitable, I think I went into the 12% profit at one point, and then it's kind of reeled back with the shenanigans that have been going on in the market lately. But yeah, it's never dipped out of profit, so I'm happy so far.
And you can find mine is last_aka, and of course
_aka. Let's see it.
Yeah, and the degenerate version is
it has version 2, I see.
Yeah, number 2 is the degenerate version where I played around with basically a much lower time frame, which produced some very interesting results. We're going to talk a lot more about this. But yeah, actually, my main agent, it's now up 1% again. So it started out, it was flying out of the gates and then had a bit of a drawdown, and then now up a little bit again. So, and of course, Moshe, the big difference is I'm a complete noob. I wouldn't know technical analysis and trading patterns if my life depended on it. So I did an AI prompt, and then I went in and adjusted 10 or 15 parameters until into something that I thought was common sense. Tracer, on the other hand, he knows his way around TA to a much larger extent than I do. So he can go in and be much more tailor-made with these things. Yeah. So 2 different approaches, if you like.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Not funny, interesting. We have been playing around with this for quite some time, right? All of us, all the team created several agents. We have been testing different strategies and different things. I cannot define myself as a trader. I do have, some knowledge about trading in general, never did technical analysis or things like that. But I've been using AI to improve my AI agent, right? You can take screenshots of everything you see here. You can download your trade log, right? Upload everything to Gemini. Gemini is really good in doing this stuff. And then connect Gemini to the PriveX docs, okay? Because the docs are included with a lot of information of what can be used. And then suggest and also, also paste your strategy, the strategy that you described. And then ask Gemini to help you improve the strategy, to help you improve the prompt, right? For instance, if you go on the overview screen here, if you can click on the overview, the thing that pops to me, if you scroll down a little bit, more, the thing that pops up for me is that you're a great winner for shorts, right? Your shorts win rate is high. You're profitable on shorts. Something on the long side is missing. You need to figure out why. So from one side, there are like less trades on shorts, but you can tell the agent to only use the same strategy, but don't go long, only short.
This is super interesting what you're saying there, Moshe, because never mind the fact that shorting COTI has been very profitable.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, no, but I noticed it. I noticed it yesterday when I went through the trade log. That it was basically taking, and I can't remember whether it was on COTI or SEC or one. It was one of the assets, and even though the markets were generally horrible yesterday, it took 8 long positions in a very short space of time, and lost. Of course, I set it up so it can't lose a lot of money on a trade. It can't win a lot of money either, but it can't lose more than $1.50, $2, something like that. And that's like a really heavy loss on one trade. Yeah. But I noticed it was taking a lot of losses without realizing that, hey, I keep going long and I'm not winning, but maybe I should switch my game. So what you're saying with Gemini and basically exporting your trade log into Gemini, connecting it to PriveX stocks, and then say, listen, chew all this over and tell me where should I make adjustments. This is really cool. This is the first I hear of this.
Yeah, we were doing optimizations. I see that you're mainly trading on COTI, and Zach, you probably asked the agent to go on privacy narrative, right?
No, actually, I asked it for 5 or 6 different assets, but it keeps coming back to those two. I guess that's where most volatility is.
Yeah. I mean, it really depends. The thing with the agents is that the prompt is tricky, right? If your prompt is not deep enough, then the agent will try and complete the information that it has from the words that you mentioned. So prompt optimization here, what we called vibe trading, it's like vibe coding, right? You will be vibe coding with Lovable or Bolt or Base 44. The first result you're going to get is probably not the best, but you keep optimizing it and ask it to fix errors. At some point, you will get an optimized version of what you want. So the same goes here. The prompt is very important. Like, our vision was to put all the weight on the prompt. We could give you the options to select different assets on clicking buttons to select assets, or leverage restrictions, or any of these kind of things. I didn't want to do it because the feeling for me was bottish, and this is an agent. All we wanted is a chat, where a prompt where you prompt it in, and that's it. In the future, we're gonna have a real chat with the agent. All right, we already have a version that we have internally, that everything you see here goes into your Telegram account, like a Telegram account, and then you can speak with the agent live and ask him, why did you decided to take this trade? And I disagree with this, or I see that you're far better on shorts than long, so please adjust the strategy to support more long than short. And the agent will automatically optimize your strategy as you progress. And you do it through Telegram. You just chat with the agent, and that's it. So this is the next version that's going to be released. It's already live for us. And we play around with that. But in the meantime, you can do pretty much the same, but using other LLMs to optimize your agent. So Gemini is a really good option. And then we're gonna put a lot more info to be used by LLM, so you can you can get the help of the LLM to digest a lot of information and then optimize your strategy.
It's so cool because especially for those of us who are not strong in TA, this is going to be an incredible help.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not only about technical analysis; it's about everything. Like, we have a social sentiment data, we have news data that you can do news trading. They're like news traders. Long or short upon big news coming, or sentiment changes, or technical analysis. Obviously, we integrated so many data points, and we keep integrating more. And by the way, when you create an agent, you can integrate your own data point. There is an option to add your own data point, so you can go ahead and purchase any API connection in crypto and then connect this API to your agent, and then you have your unique connection and your unique knowledge base. It's also doable.
Would you say right now that it's better to have multiple agents doing different things? Because this is just the impression I get, you know, like one being a momentum trader, one being a breakout trader. Instead of trying to teach your agent everything, it seems to be, at least right now, that you want to have specific agents trading specific scenarios. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it's fully fair to say. When I started playing with that, I also downloaded trading books. It's very interesting to see.
Me too.
You can download, you know, a whole book, a whole trading book, a bunch of books that, you know, serious people wrote, and then upload these as part of the knowledge base of the agent, right? So I was playing with, for instance, with momentum. It has a lot of info online. So I was playing with the momentum thing. And I try to create a really good momentum trader. You know, it's also very interesting to go to all the different LLMs if you don't have specific knowledge in, you know, trading, and suggest and help make them suggest few trading strategies, which are pretty common, and then create several agents and try to make them really good at this specific niche of momentum or RSI, or, you know, what, range trading or news trading or whatever it is. I think it's far better to create a very specific agent that specializes in specific niche, rather than trying to teach one agent to do several stuff. It's a lot harder to succeed that way. It's a lot harder to optimize this agent, because different strategies, they have, you know, different requirements, from leverage perspective to trade frequency to any other aspect you can think of.
We do have a question from in the comments here, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because we talk a lot about this, or have talked a lot about this in the past. But could you just give the users who are geofenced right now just a quick explanation as to why PriveX or PriveX? I got to train myself on that. Really, I'm trying. It's PriveX, right?
It's we call it PriveX because it comes from the word privacy. So PriveX is yeah. But everyone keeps saying
I'm the one who has to train.
I was right.
Yeah.
All right, but could you just give us a quick summary about geofencing, please?
Yeah, geofencing is due to regulation problems, and we're trying to be very careful. If I need to tell you what to do with geofencing issues, then I don't need to tell you what to do with geofencing stuff. We are looking into solving it, but it will take time. I think as regulation is becoming better, especially in the US, then we will solve it and it will be available for everyone. But right now we are just being, careful and under regulation.
And of course, it's worth noting here, Moshe, that you guys are not just running a standard DApp for this, that, or the other thing. You're a licensed exchange. So there's going to be far tougher rules, I suppose, for you guys than for everyone else.
Yeah, we are. We're just playing by the rules because and we build for the long term, and obviously once we settle this, it will be settled as it should be settled, and not in a in a pirate way.
No, exactly. And by the way, I've said this to a lot of people quite regularly. I like the way you guys are doing things because you're doing everything in a very deliberate way. Yeah, you don't worry too much about whether it's coming out fast or slow. You worry about whether it's coming out right, and that's that's a big thing for me, especially when it's an exchange, because a lot of them, they play very hard and fast with the rules. which, you know, if you're well connected and this and that, and, you know, maybe that's a good thing for them. I don't know, but I like to put my money in something that I know that operates by the book. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's always good to know that the project you invested in are playing by the rules, because it just removes this warning sign or a red flag that you have that at some point they will face regulation problems. So we play by the rules, by the book, and of course regulation is now accelerating, especially in the US. So I'm expecting this to be resolved faster than we even think.
Good.
Are you worried at all? And I'm sorry if, as I was plugging away, I'm sorry if you mentioned this. So, but are you worried at all about? We know we're worried about like the crypto angle. Are you worried at all about regulation on the AI angle as well, considering you're tying in both here? So is that a concern for your legal team at all?
No, not really. I mean, we're not doing something that any of the big companies are not doing in terms of the AI part. So then again, we're really in a safe position regulation wise, and we have strong, you know, legal team and legal opinion behind everything that we do. So not worried at all.
I thought it would be really fun if today we would just set up a new agent, spin up a new agent with Soeren and I in the community. To have you here is even more special.
Yeah.
So we have another question from Daniel that we'll look at in a minute. But guys, if you're in the chat and you want to suggest some prompts, we'll talk to Moshe about it and just see what we end up with here. So I've set up the beginning, the first page. You guys probably saw that as Moshe was speaking. So Moshe, like, what's the best way to start training an agent? What do you recommend starting with?
Right now, I would open another window, a new tab, go to either ChatGPT or Gemini, provide them with PriveX docs of the agent section, and then suggest an agent, a trading strategy for our agent. I mean, let's try to get, I don't know, like 3 or 4 options for them. Then let's concentrate on one that looks cool to us, and we start, you know, building it together. The prompt is the heart of everything that you do here, except from the data sources that you can connect. And maybe we will search online for books that supports the strategy that we want to build for the agent. But I encourage everyone to invest as much time and efforts in this section as possible until we get, you know, the live chat with the agent where you can optimize the strategy. This will be crucial for the beginning.
Is it docs.prvx.io?
Yes, I think so. Let me docs. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And you have the agents arena section. So yeah, I would address this section specifically of the agents arena. This is the most relevant. So the LLM won't get confused on, you know, on the other technology that we have.
I'm not going to be able to share all my screens going back and forth here because I'm not ready for that. So I'm going to see if I can get something really quickly here.
No worries. Yeah, you can try and get something quickly. Just, you know, three quick types of types of strategies that we can maybe right here.
So whilst Tracer is doing this, Moshe, I see now we have about 50 agents in play in the arena. You mentioned the other day that you had about 500 agents, and I'm assuming most of that was internal. You guys testing out the system and stretching it as much as you can. So 50, that's purely community setup agent.
Yeah, purely non-beta participants agents. Those are only from the recent launch. The system right now operates more than 700 agents actually. So yeah, it's like, you went to Grok, I see.
It was the easiest, fastest.
Yeah,
Plus
all
I have a
right.
full version, so I figured I'd go here. Yeah.
Okay, let's what is the title of the strategy that you suggested?
I actually just asked it for a beginning prompt, Agents Arena,
Yeah.
attached it to the docs, right?
ENA perpetual futures contract. Okay. ENA. You just want to trade ENA.
Apparently.
Yeah. This was Grok suggested. Curious to
Yes.
know if Elon invested in ENA. I wouldn't limit it. I mean, I never liked the one symbol or specific symbol strategies unless you do BTC only and you have something very special. I'd rather go for something broad and then optimize it, you know?
Okay.
If you start very specific, it's very hard to tell whether your strategy is good or bad. Maybe you just went on the wrong token.
I had a very interesting experience when I set up the degenerate agent. I basically copy-pasted the prompt from the normal agent, and then I changed a couple of things. And one of the things I changed was to go from 1 hour time frame down to a 15-minute time frame. And the win rate went from 50 to 60%.
Nice.
To 1 or 2% on the 15-minute time frame. Is that something you guys have experienced as well? Where obviously the lower the time frame, the more detail, the more work you got to put into your prompt, or at least that's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you go to higher frequencies trades, then you need to be a lot more precise with your, I mean, not a lot more precise, but your strategy need to be a lot better. Where if the frequency increases, one of the things that I did in one of the agents I created myself is trying to optimize the lowest hanging fruits. For instance, you can ask Gemini, look into the trade log, and then ask him if I had a cool off on any trade that I do of 1 hour, don't touch the trade unless 1 hour passed. Then would my win rate increase or decrease? And then Gemini analyzes the data for you, check the prices, and and then at the end of it, you will get an answer whether you would be more successful or less successful. So you can also backtest your assumptions, right? Using LLMs. It's very easy to look into those stuff. For instance, you can ask Gemini, if I were to use this strategy, but exclude certain tokens, for instance, exclude any token that is below the moving average of 150 days, would I be more profitable or less profitable? So you can really play around with the LLMs to backtest your assumptions in a very simple way, and then just implement it as part of the prompt. It's very easy to do so,
So cool. I'm learning so much from this, Moshe, because these were exactly some of the questions I had.
Yeah,
because I don't know trading. I don't know trading from a hole in the head, and I would need definitely some of these tools to help me out. And I know there's a lot of community members that are not proficient in trading either. And we want them to have the best opportunities out of all this, obviously.
Yeah, I think when I think that when you look on it, it's not only about making non-professional trader professional traders, because it's very obvious that in the past, in order to build a website, you would need to be a professional developer. Today, you can be anyone. You can use simple words to create whatever website or software you want. So whether you were a professional in the past or zero knowledge, today you are either a far better professional or a professional at almost any subject, any topic, right? Any vertical. Same goes with trading. I mean, you can become far better in trading even if you're a professional trader. And if you have zero knowledge in trading, then you can become a professional trader using the tools today. We think that this is how trading will look like in the future.
Yeah.
Trading won't be human, it won't be connected to human emotions and limited to human capabilities. It's already there when you look on the big guys trading with machines and algo trading. We're not trying to provide you algo trading capabilities. It's not about that, but it's about being able to trade in an agentic way, which will replace the human traders, the retails and the regular human traders. And this is how it is going to look like. And it's certainly just, vibe trading. Vibe trading is going to be all around us in a few months from now.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's very clear. The direction of travel on all this is completely clear. When it comes to professional traders of a medium size or a large size, how are you guys? Are you starting now to look for feedback from professional traders, giving them a chance to try this out and getting some feedback on what they think of it?
Because yes, of course.
The long run, it's not people like Tracer and me. We're going to play our part in making PriveX a successful platform, but the big traders and word of mouth obviously is crucial for you guys.
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent. It's like thinking or assuming that developing tools or vibe coding tools will be used by developers only. It's not. It's actually not. It is going to onboard millions, tens or hundreds of millions new developers to the world, using the abilities to vibe code or code with AI tools. So same goes with trading, right? This is certainly going to onboard new traders. The very professional traders that they follow certain specific strategies are being divided into two groups. One, they're doing everything manual, and the others are doing things automatically. They are not the ones that are doing things automatically. They have their systems, they have their automations. They are not likely to use agents to trade instead of them. Okay. Although they might test out agents and see if they are able to vibe trade with the agents and create better performance. They are there for the performance. The ones that are trading manually, for sure, 100% are going to use agents. If not now, then in the future. We are getting feedbacks. We have onboarded. We have the part of the beta was professional traders. They tested out PriveX. The comments were really good. Some of them are still using the platform. And the thing with what we have done thus far is that we're gonna release a lot of different types of agents, right? Like OpenAI released ChatGPT 3.0, and then Strawberry, and then 5 and 5.1. So there's going to be a lot of different versions of agents, and they will be built differently and probably act a bit differently and probably be good at different things, So we are expecting a lot of different variations of these agents. And the AI part is, to a certain extent, some sort of a black box, right? There is a lot of knowledge. There is machine learning capabilities digesting this information. then the way things are built are giving you certain outcomes. This outcome, when it is built one way, is good for certain things, and then when it is built in another way, it's good for another things.
That's right, yeah.
What I think is that we will create agents. Some of the agents will be really good in farming. Farming is a big thing in crypto. Most of the people don't have time for it, but they do want to invest resources in farming projects. So we already seen very successful agents in farming. Other agents might be really good in technical analysis. And this is how I see things rolling, that we will have different versions of agents, different types of agents, and they will be good in different things.
Super.
So
yeah,
I'm back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw what was happening there, but like I clicked away from the screen by accident when I was setting up the first one. And because I hadn't submitted and signed, I thought I lost it. But once I finished configuring the second one, it's actually sitting here. So that's pretty awesome, because I thought I lost all that and I had to start over. So it's there. Obviously, it's not fully set up. I haven't signed and confirmed or anything. But I'm just going to sit here and wait for the second one to go live, and then we'll continue here. So, sorry. And it looks like we're ready to go. So you guys can continue, but I'm going to get in here and I'm going to fund it. So while you guys continue.
One of the things, Moshe, we've talked a lot about with regards to PriveX is that amazing video that you put out with the privacy toggle. So privacy on and off. Now, I understand that, or at least my understanding is that as far as agents are concerned, you are waiting for the agent side of the platform to grow quite a lot before you switch the privacy on. But for the rest of the platform, are you waiting also for the Helium hard fork to switch on, or are you just following your own schedule outside of that?
Following our own schedule. The privacy thing is also a revolution that already started. It was nothing. Privacy was nothing a year ago or even 6 months ago, but started to be a real thing. And obviously, the biggest use case in crypto is trading. It makes zero sense that everyone sees everything that you do on trading. And it just makes zero sense. And then it is going to change for sure. Like, trading will be private or selectively private, right?
Yeah.
I've seen projects like Aster releasing some privacy support, but we are going to launch pretty soon the privacy option. It means that when you trade, you will have a toggle button. It looks like VPN that you toggle on
That's
or
right,
off, and then you enter an incognito mode. And then everything you do when you're in this incognito mode will be private. Stop loss selection, limit orders.
Can I show it? Can I show that really quickly so everybody can see what you're talking about?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to be honest with you, Moshe. We've played that video a few times, and we've gotten criticized a little bit for talking so much about PriveX, but we are really, really excited about PriveX, and we've coined it, just so you know, I don't know if you've heard, but we've coined it as the first killer app on COTI. So we are very, very excited for all of these things to roll out. But
no pressure.
I'll let you guys continue, but yeah. No pressure. I love it.
You're on
You're
mute.
muted, Mosar.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Yeah. So look, COTI means a lot to us because it allows us to really bring our vision to life in terms of privacy with performance. It's not about private transaction. It's not about doing some privacy trading, which is limited to certain pairs or certain liquidity. It's about creating perp trading fully private, if you choose to, with the liquidity of a centralized exchange, right? We have the same liquidity Binance has. This is what is crazy about it in a DEX. Now, bringing privacy to life means that you're changing the rules of the game, right? Because institutions can go in and trade with privacy. They can bring their sophisticated strategies without being afraid to be copy traded. And you can trade big sizes without being afraid of being manipulated. And we have been going through a lot of different networks. The current technologies all over the crypto space is just unmatchable. Like, you can't really do high performance privacy trading outside of COTI right now. So obviously this is a game that we play together, and we are very excited about it, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge together with the agents trading and the privacy. This is a full-on product that it's going to be a killer product. I see here a question from someone. I will pick it up if you don't mind, from Jan. Is asking if we have any intention to build an agent marketplace. So in the near future, a few things are going to happen with the agents. One, we're going to have the social side of the agent. Now, the social part is really cool. You can use it for a lot of different stuff. First, you can create a KOL, right? An influencer. Think about if you created a really good trader, and then this trader is active on X, and he's talking to other KOLs and creating content and talking about trades. You can actually create an influencer, a KOL, a crypto KOL, which is very cool. Some sort of an AIXBT that anyone can create. And this is one thing. Second, as a project, you can create marketing people for you, right? These marketing, they can be only social agent, and they have the knowledge of the best CMO, CEO, and marketing manager. And then they can reply to others. They can shield the project. They can speak about the project in any aspect you can think of. So this is another type of agents that we created, and we have seen working really nice. It can be technical support agent. So the social part is something that we're gonna release soon as well. And then all these agents will have tokenization capabilities. You will be able to tokenize the agent, right? So if you have created a really successful trader or a social agent that people believe in, then you can launch a token for your agent, and other people can participate in this agent success. And the traders, the trading agents, will be able to become a vault, like Hyperliquid, right? If I did a really good job in creating a strategy and a profitable agent, then other users can deposit funds in the agent's vault. And then there is a profit share mechanism, the same as Hyperliquid and other projects has. And then, everyone can enjoy from the success of others.
So I'm going to go back to our agent here really quickly. But so after you sign and you create your agent, even before you fund it, sometimes if you don't do that right away, you'll be able to monitor its reasoning before it's even funded, right? In the right-hand side of the screen here. So could you just talk to us a little bit about, after you submit and create your agent, what's happening in the back end? And, there's got to be some processing and some learning time. So just curious if you could explain that to us, because we're just guessing, right?
Yeah. So behind the scene, there is a model that loads. By the way, if you load it with funds, then it get prioritized to load faster and start reasoning and trade. What happens behind the scenes is that we have a big knowledge base that loads for all the agents. This knowledge base is available for all of the agents, but being used differently by the different agents, right? Each agent has its strategy, and then the model uses the strategy to find the right and relevant knowledge out of this knowledge base that is being updated in real time. So all the prices of all the pairs available on PriveX, all the technical indicators, we have, I think, around 300 different indicators that are being loaded in real time. And news, we have live news feed that is being loaded as part of the knowledge base. We have social sentiment and social update that is being loaded from X and other platforms as part of the knowledge base. And then we emphasize the RAG pipeline for those of you who know what this technology is behind it, to basically match the right knowledge to the strategy and then execute trades. And the agent, they have a reason behind any trade that they do. Even when they close or when they open or they close a trade, they have a reason behind it. Currently, we're only transmitting the opening reasoning because we didn't want to flood to have too much info on the feed. But I think that in a couple of days, you will be seeing the closing reasoning as well in your agent's feed.
And so I noticed that as soon as you create an agent, you'll see that it gives you a little bit of gas so that you can transact on the network. Now, I know what I did and Soeren did just by fluke is we both, when we were funding our agent, we threw it a little bit more COTI just so it felt like we thought maybe it would feel like it could make a higher frequency of trades if we did that. Mm-hmm. Does the platform continue to feed it gas, or is that something that's up to us?
It's up to you. At the beginning, we funded a little bit so it won't get stuck. But then when it's over, you need to fund it with additional COTI so it can continue. It's very cost efficient, so it's not expensive to fund it with COTI for gas. And yeah, of course, funds needs to be added as well.
Yeah, I think if you fund it with about 10 COTI, that's enough for.
Yeah, it should be
enough for about 5,000 trades or something like that.
Yeah. Gas is not the issue here. And also, guys, enjoy from the fact that the agents are free right now. I don't know if you've been using other AI platforms and tools. They're all, paid services. It's currently free, so you can create your agents and do trading for free. It won't stay like that forever because at some point, we will start rolling out the revenue model for the platform. Agents are almost not paying fees for opening and closing trades right now. This is also something that I don't know if you guys are aware of it or not. But the idea behind it is that we think the game has changed. It has changed so much that DEX's business model is likely to look completely different. DEX's centralized exchanges, they get fees from opening and closing positions. We don't want to take any fees from opening and closing positions for agents. We want to get revenues from the agent's usage, right? We give you value. We give you so much value with the agents that you will be willing to pay for it. and this is how the revenue model works. So it's even, it makes much more sense for traders to trade without fees on PriveX using agents if they have their strategy just prompt it in. And I see the first trade got in.
So is that a fluke, or is that because I just sent it, COTI? Like, does the agent have enough funds, or is it populated with enough COTI to make its first trade, or just to make it show up on the network? Because immediately when I came back, it had its first trade opportunity and trade.
I need to check
because it looks like
when I started
looks like
mine, it was maybe 12, 14 hours in before I deposited any COTI tracer. So I think it can run on what was preloaded for a while.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because it had 0.97 and now it's 2.095. So I think at this point, whatever was going on with the network, it was waiting for extra gas to go.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That maybe the gas prices was a bit higher, and then it didn't have enough, and now it has enough.
So here we go. There's our first trade opportunity.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
you just talk to us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you were saying, sorry.
I was just going to say, can you talk us through this now? So other than the gas that we just discussed, right? Because we're all still learning here and playing with it. Can you tell us like what we're seeing here? And I'll try to make this a little bit bigger for you.
Yeah, I opened it on another screen so I can see it.
Okay, perfect.
Pretty good. So
perfect.
On the open trades, on the left side, you see the open trade, which very nicely it's already profitable. So we had a very fresh start. Then you can see here the reasoning for opening the trade. So it is very detailed. You can read through the different parameters that the agent has used in order to choose to long high, right? It is using EMA. It is moving average, exponential moving average. It is using RSI, and it explains every single step of the way of how we choose to long this specific coin. The nice thing about it is that you can see on the reasoning side, you can see why and how the agent made sense from your strategy, like what the strategy implementation of the agent actually resulted in, and this is what you see on the reasoning. And then you can use the reasoning to keep optimizing your agent, right? Now you're the owner of the agent, so as you can see here, you have a close all position button, right? Usually we don't recommend to interfere with the agent's activity, but everyone can manage their own profit taking and stop lossing the way they see it. But if you see a very profitable trade and you think it's a good option to close the trade now and take the profits, then you can just close the position. The agent will proceed to the next position once it loads again.
Interesting. I have a question for when we're managing our, I know you probably have to go. We're a little bit late here, but just one last question before we wrap things up. When we are managing our agents, and so we go into the screen here when we go manage agent, do you recommend shutting your agent off when you do that? Do you have to refresh your agent after you've made changes? Because I've gotten into the habit of turning the agent off, closing my positions, going in, managing, making changes, coming back, refreshing the screen and turning my agent on. Is any of that need to be done?
So not necessarily. You can just manage your agent. The next time it will load, and it loads pretty frequently. You see the frequency of trades, so it loads pretty frequently. the next time it loads, it will just load the new strategy. You don't have to turn off the agent, close the positions, and then change the strategy and do all this journey. Just change the strategy, keep it live. It will act accordingly. It's all fine.
One last,
yeah,
go on.
Like COTI used to have, is there a resource where we can point Daniel to where he can see restricted countries on your website somewhere?
I don't know. Probably the docs has information about the restricted countries, and if not, you can always ask the support team on the PriveX official Telegram channel. Also, I encourage anyone who wants to participate and is unable to work his way around the limitations to just go to the Telegram group, consult with the team. They will help you, with anything you need.
One last question from my side, Moshe. We've talked a little bit about how you're going to have a steady stream of updates to how the agents operate, and so you got a whole bunch of features coming up in your roadmap there. We talked about privacy, where basically in a few weeks, maybe a little bit more than that, privacy will be switched on. The last thing I wanted to ask you about in roadmap terms for the near future is the PriveX token, the TGE. Have you got a set date for that yet, or?
Not yet. I think in terms of
when token.
Yeah. Look, the adoption is growing really fast. It was amazing to see the volumes growing so fast, and been looking on the PerpDex sorted by chain on DeFi Llama, seeing COTI among the top 10, top 20, top 15, depends on the day. We were growing really fast under that. So this was pretty amazing to see. We really want to bring as much value as we can to the crypto space. We're happy to see the adoption coming from the trading side, from the agent side. We see a bright future, using all of the things that we are working on right now. And we have also the point system, right? And now you can use agent. You have zero excuses to participate in the points program PriveX has, because you can just create an agent that does the farming for you and the managing a really tight risk management for losing. So you can create a lot of volume using little funds and then gain points. We want as much as participants in the PriveX ecosystem before we TGE, right? We want as many as possible. We see it growing really fast, and if it will keep that pace, then we will have to TGE pretty soon. We all hope for a really good market to be able to achieve great results. So obviously we're always dependent on the market conditions, but it is very likely that it will happen sooner than later. So then again, I encourage everyone to participate in this ecosystem. Also, COTI Earn is part of what we do, so you can enjoy, kill two birds, go to PriveX, deposit funds, use agents, trade with that a little bit. Doesn't have to be big amounts, but try and play out with the future of trading on PriveX. And we're also welcoming and encouraging any feedback on what we're doing. The most important thing that we did was to launch as quick as we can to meet the market, to meet the users. So feel free to share your feedbacks and your thoughts on how things are built. We're learning a lot from it.
So in summary, and this was an important point you made there, Moshe, that as a user, you earn PriveX points when your AI agent trades. And after the TGE, those PriveX points will turn into an airdrop for you. That's correctly understood.
Yeah. And COTI Earn. We were part of the program.
COTI Earn, You deposit money on the platform, whether you put that money to work or not. As long as the money is on the platform, you earn token points on the COTI. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
I'll give you
ratio,
a little hint. Just go through the different agents. Look for an agent with high volume and a little profitability of any terms, or break even, or a little loss, and then maybe try to contact through the community with the creator of the agent. Maybe they will like to share the strategy, and you can create an agent that does that for you. Create volume, generate volume. You can earn COTI. You can earn PriveX points. It's a good timing. You were discussing how bad the market is, and maybe people should avoid trading and crypto for a little while. It's the perfect time for farming, especially when you're trying to minimize losses. So this is money on the floor as far as I see it.
Great point.
Yeah. And the ratio for COTI earn is 300 TPs per 100 USDC per day with PriveX. So that's tied for the best ratio out there.
Yeah, and you can generate a lot of volume from $100.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of a surprise for me when I woke up this morning to see if you were coming. I had a feeling that we might see somebody from PriveX, but that was a great surprise. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to mention before we kick this one off?
No, just stay tuned for very exciting updates. I gave some of them here, but very soon it will be a lot more developed product with the ability to chat live with your agents. It is super cool. We are in love and obsessed with this product ourselves. Hopefully the world will see the same, and more people will join us. We see it as a revolution. History has been made. When we launched it, this is what I said to the team. We made history. Whatever it succeeds or not, we're the first one to do this vibe trading agent style. So we are very happy to be the first. There are a lot of talented and skilled people behind it. I'm just the talking guy, but the team has made it a reality. So proud of the team, and very exciting things are coming up.
Amazing.
Great.
What about you,
Thank
Soren?
you so
Any
much,
final words?
Moshe, for coming to spend your time with us tonight. I think it's evening your time as well. You're on almost the same time zone as me.
Yeah. It's evening, but it's all good. It's all good.
You're in Tel Aviv, right?
Yeah, I'm in Tel Aviv.
Okay.
I have very small kids, so they're asleep for several hours already. So I'm enjoying my time with you guys.
All right. I'm in Azerbaijan, so I'm pretty much the same time zone as you.
Okay, it doesn't look like evening on your side. The order is it's just
because pull down the curtain. It's definitely
okay.
11 o'clock here.
Okay. All right, guys.
All right,
thank you
guys.
so much for having me. Great being here.
Thank you, Moshe.
Cool. Thank you, Moshe, for being here. We're really excited for PriveX. We talk about it all the time. I'm looking forward to coming back with Soeren in about a week, and we'll look at see how this agent's doing, and we'll see what's new on PriveX's side. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday special edition with PriveX. We are COTI Confidential from coast to coast and around the world. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time. Take
Stay
care.
COTI.